Hey guys, so the new fourth generation Toyota Vios has just been launched and it is revolutionary. It's an amazing piece of car and it's unlike any other Vios that you've seen or you've driven. And I mean that in every single way, from the design up to the way it feels when you're driving it. But to appreciate exactly how far the Vios has come, you have to understand where it's coming from. And to appreciate that, you have to take a look at the older third generation Vios. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how the third generation Vios looks like, feels like, and then I'm going to show you how far the fourth generation Vios has come. Before we go any further though, quick word from our sponsor. Hey guys, we would just like to take a couple of seconds to tell you about BH Petrol's Infinity Raw 95 Euro 4M. Now this is unlike any other petrol out there because it features advanced German additives. What these additives do is that they go into your engine, they clean out all the deposits that have formed inside your engine from years before, and if you continue using Infinity Raw 95 Euro 4M from BH Petrol, you're basically ensuring that your engine continuously runs clean. But not only that, BH Petrol's Raw 95 Euro 4M also features 90% reduced sulfur. That's a 90% reduction in sulfur, guys. That is not only great for your engine, but it's wonderful for the environment. So the next time you pour BH Petrol, know that you're making the right choice. So this is the third generation Toyota Vios. It looks good, there's no doubt it, especially under this beautiful morning Langkawi sun. This blue is gorgeous and, well, it just looks like it's in need of an update. There's nothing ugly about it, it just looks old and dated. You get those 16-inch wheels, and then from the back, from the back is where it really looks like it needs an update with this protruding camera and such over here. So now let's check out the inside. Let's take a moment to appreciate the seats that Toyota makes. Now these are the seats of the third generation model. No complaints, no dramas, they're comfortable seats, leather clad since this is the top of the line G variant. So it comes with leather seats. No complaints, just dated. They look old, right? Now let's take a look at the dashboard. Now, the interior of the third generation model, the dashboard and such, well, there's nothing that screams old or dated like the dash of the third generation model. It just is an urgent need of an update, and Toyota could not have introduced the fourth generation Vios sooner. I mean, take a look at the entertainment system. It just looks like it came off a Brothers outlet, analog controls for the air conditioning, an analog meter panel. The steering wheel, well, it's only adjustable for tilt, and there's a lot of hard plastics everywhere, all around the doors and such. At the back here, you get twin USB ports, so full credit to Toyota for that. The back seat of the third generation Vios, well, it's comfortable. The Vios has always been one of those comfortable, reliable cars. No dramas, nothing. I mean, it's a lot of space, leg space. You get those twin USB ports that I just showed you, and even headroom. There's a lot of headroom. The windows are large, so you get a lot of light coming in, making it feel very spacious as well. There's no claustrophobic feel at the back of the third generation Vios. So that's a great thing. Now, in terms of the powertrain, well, actually there's not much update for the third and fourth generation models. Both models are powered by the same 1.5 litre engine, producing 106 PS and 138 Newton meters of torque. Now, these powertrains are not exactly tuned for power, but well, rather fuel efficiency, which they do really well. In terms of boot space, the third generation model offers 470 litres of boot space, which, as far as practicality is concerned, is quite a lot. Now, to appreciate exactly how far the new fourth generation Vios has come, let's go take a look at it. So this is the new 4th generation Toyota Vios. Even from this angle, you can already tell that it's a huge departure from the 3rd generation model. There's a lot of difference. Let's check it out. Now, in terms of design, I would like to say that the new 4th generation Vios is in line, actually an evolution from the previous generation model in as far as design is concerned. But the fact is, it's not. It's clearly an all-new design. Well, some parts perhaps, like the angled headlights, but it's more in line with the current generation Toyota design language rather than an evolution of the previous generation Vios. In fact, from this angle, it sort of looks like a compressed Toyota Camry. But it's not just a simple design update. The design of the new Vios is actually functional. Let's take a moment to appreciate this huge grille. But now I would like to take your attention to this vent, this aerodynamic feature over here. This is not just a regular design element. In fact, if you look here, it says vortex generator. So what this does is, if you put your finger in here, like I got this piece of metal, I'm going to put it in here and you see that it can come out, it'll come out from here. Look at this. So what this does is, it rams air in here and it comes out from there. Toyota says it cools the brakes, but more importantly, it reduces drag. So when the Vios is cutting through the air as you drive it, it actually reduces drag, increases efficiency, and in turn, the ultimate goal is it increases fuel efficiency. And from the side, well, there are quite a lot of key differences, such as the new 17-inch wheels. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time that a B-segment car is made available with 17-inch wheels. Now, tires are 50 profile tires, so a good balance between performance as well as comfort. So you get more thicker rubber, so that will absorb all the vibrations and such before it's transferred back into the cabin. That's great. And from this angle, you'll notice that there is a shoulder line up here, and then there's just another shoulder line just about there. So this plays with the reflection of the light to give it a more premium presence. More importantly though, there's the ride height of the new Vios has been increased by 5mm for a more comfortable ride. However, the key difference in terms of the side profile, you'll notice, is the sweeping roofline. Now the roofline just sort of sweeps that way to give it a more of a fastback design language. However, it comes at a price, because when the roofline slopes that way, it has to sacrifice on headspace. From the back, well, there's nothing that has been carried over from the previous generation model. This is an all-new design. You get LED lights. Now this is the top of the line G variant. There's only 2 models at the time of launch, the E as well as the G. The G is the top of the line variant, and this is where you get all the goodies. And then you'll notice that there are these aerodynamic flaps over there as well, right there. Now this is not just a feature, a design feature, it's actually there for a reason. Now when you're driving the Vios, when it's cutting through the air, sometimes air tends to accumulate and circulate at the back here, and this will increase the noise of the car as you're driving, and this basically channels back into the cabin. But by having that tiny flap over there, it basically channels air away from the car rather than air accumulating and making noise at the back here. You call that dirty air. So to avoid dirty air, that's the fin over there that channels air away. And then you'll also notice that there is this diffuser at the back, at the bottom here. Now this is a functioning diffuser. Check out how flat the bottom of the car is. So this too increases the efficiency of the Vios as it's cutting through air, because the floor is flat. And then you have this exhaust cutout over here. However, the exhaust is placed at the bottom. I'm not sure why this cutout is over here, but perhaps it's in anticipation for an upcoming model. Will we have a GR variant with a bigger exhaust that will be placed there? Maybe, just maybe. Now this is the powertrain. Now it may look different, but it's actually the same engine as before, a 1.5 litre naturally aspirated engine producing 106 PS and 138 Nm of torque. The key difference here is actually not the engine but the gearbox. It has, it's it's powered by a DCVT gearbox. Now the DCVT gearbox utilizes a pulley as well as 2 gearing systems to give it 7 virtual gears. Now this powertrain is more efficient than the outgoing model. Now as far as the seats are concerned, you can see that the seats are all new. The design is different. As you can see, they're wider as well, so they're bigger in size. And because this is the G variant, so they're leather clad as well. Seats are actually quite nice. I love the seats, they're very, very comfortable. Now the interior, well, look at it, just take a look at it. It is revolutionary. It is nothing like the outgoing model. It's an all-new design. It has better quality, it has better features such as this huge 9-inch screen over here. It also comes with wireless Apple Carplay and Android Auto, which is amazing. And then you also get a new digital meter panel over there. There's nothing analog about this car, even the handbrake. Now this is the G variant, it's only available in the G variant because the G variant has disc brakes all around, where else the E variant has drum brakes at the back. So in the G variant you get an electronic parking brake together with hold function over there. And then it's fantastic, you get a single USB charge port over there that's located on the entertainment system. Just one USB port at the front, so that kind of sucks, but Toyota says that they chose to have it that way because they do not want USB ports to clutter up the design of the dashboard, and the cables and such will just clutter the entire design of the dashboard. But we all know that USB ports are handy and a necessity. You do, however, get a wireless charger over here, so that comes in handy as well. The steering wheel looks and feels great. It is the same steering wheel from the Toyota Vios, which is not a big deal. You do also get stuff like the entire Toyota safety suite, things like ADAS, things like rear cross traffic alert, forward departure alert, front car departure alert. You get adaptive cruise control. You get all of those things in the new 4th generation Vios. There are also cup holders over there, and over there as well there's a cup holder that slides out, so that is amazing. There's also cup holders at the back here for the rear passenger, so that's brilliant. Just an amazing place to be in. But if you notice that the transmission tunnel is slightly placed higher than before together with the armrest, this is great, but it sacrifices on legroom because the foot tunnel is compressed, it's smaller, so your knees will be banging up against the sides. But no big deal because you can adjust the driver's seat for height, so you can just increase the height of the driver's seat. Now the thing about the fastback design, it looks great, no doubt about it, but it sacrifices on head space. Now because of the sweeping roofline, if you're tall, if you're about 178, 180 centimeters tall like me, you have to sacrifice on head space. Look at this, my palm can barely fit between the roof and my head. So if you're bouncing around, your head is definitely going to hit against the roof. That's the only sacrifice of the fastback design. No doubt it looks great, but this sucks. And I also feel that the windows are slightly smaller than the previous generation model, so it kind of makes it feel a little bit more cramped at the back here. I feel that the 3rd generation model feels a lot more spacious at the back seats. But one thing that I really like about the new 4th generation model, especially at the back seats, is the fact that it comes with your own cup holders. And then you also get your own air conditioning vents and a Type C as well as the Type A USB port. So there you have it then, guys. The difference between the old model as well as the new model. The 4th generation model is a clear departure. It's just a much better car than the previous generation model. It's just unfortunate that the head space at the back has to be sacrificed, but this sweeping roofline over here is just an amazing thing. It looks really beautiful, there's no doubt about it. So some sacrifices had to be made. Unfortunately, in this case, it was the head space. But check out how beautiful the car looks like. So thank you for watching. I'm Kashi Dylan, this is Piston.my. Check out the new 4th generation Toyota Vios.